even at a young age. Rivers was always acting out in school and getting in trouble.
He flooded his art class by plugging up the sink, and one time he cut a kid's backpack open and all the books came out. He drew a racist cartoon, got sent to the office, and he got suspended.
He was always a bully.
Rivers has always been defiant, and even then Angie and Hunter wouldn't discipline him.
He behaves this way with you two for a couple of reasons. Number one, you trigger it. And number two, he knows it works. He can get away. He can grab your wrist and twist it, wrestle your phone out of your hand, call you a bitch and slam the door, and he knows there's not one consequence going to come from it. True?
True.
He doesn't go to school, and he gets to play video games all day.
We agree, but we feel like, you know, having the cops come and put him in the back of the cop car and get him to school, and he wouldn't go to school, so we put him in psychiatric hospital, and we've had him on medication and counseling.
Is it just me?
No. Rivers controls them with, when they would call the police to come get him, take him to school, Rivers figured out real quick that if he started using the catchphrase, "I'll run away," well, then the phone calls to the police stopped. Now he realizes I run away doesn't, you know, he's up to I'll kill myself. And so he knows to
He's
up
elevated
the
the threat.
ante to threaten them to maintain control.
I don't know that it's appropriate to fight the war against mental illness with the same quiver of arrows that you do a normal child.
I think there's certainly behavioral dysfunction, but I don't know that there's mental illness here. All signs point to no from my standpoint, but I don't know that. I haven't diagnosed him yet, but I see no indication whatsoever of mental illness here. What I see here is a spoiled brat kid who gets rewarded for bad behavior. That's what I know. Now, there may be mental illness on top of that. There may be mental illness on top of that, and that is yet to be determined, but
He's had psychological evaluations at all the hospitals, and they've all said the same things.
no matter what I'm saying to the two of you, you're saying, yeah, but. I'm saying, look, he's not going to school and he gets to stay home and play video games. Yeah, but, I mean, we call the police and they say he's not a criminal, so we just got to let him play the video games. Really? I say, look, you're rewarding bad behavior when he gets away with calling you names and twisting your wrist. Yeah, but, I mean, he's bigger than me. Yeah, but. No matter what I say, you're saying, yeah, but. He calls you names, he attacks you physically, he's disrespectful, he does not perform, and you're allowing that to happen. True or false?
True.
True.
And his behavior is situation specific. It happens when there are folks requiring him to do something he doesn't want to do.
Yes.
That's either teachers or parents. He's got a very immature level of problem solving and problem recognition. He's very immature right now, and you're rewarding immature behavior. True or false?
That's true.
Okay. Thank you. Now, what you should be thinking right now is, okay, Baldy, so what do we do instead? Okay, now, he had a seizure when he was 1.
He was 2.
2.
Febrile seizure, yeah.
Scared the bejeebers out of you.
Yes.
I carried my son Jay into the operating room at 4 weeks old. I carried him in. He's on staff at the hospital and he had to have emergency surgery. Scared me to death. Scared his mother. She ain't over it yet.
Yes, it was horrible.
And you can remember me carrying him in there right this second, can you not?
Yes, he'd been crying so hard to put that IV in. He's just so tiny. And when you were walking down the hall, I could see his little head just still crying and shaking.
I do understand. And it makes you handle that child from the beginning differently than you would handle him if that hadn't happened. Little differences real early on become big differences later on. Your job as a parent is to prepare him for the next level of life.
Yes, sir.
And you're not doing that.
No.
And we need to start doing that.